Welcome to the Relationship Theory, everyone. I am your neurotypical empath. Today, I want to talk about why you should get in touch with your emotions, both men and women. Here at the Relationship Theory, we take thoughts in, we break them down, we build them up, and we play them out. Today, we're going to be talking about why you should be in touch with your emotions. And I mean to direct this not only towards the men, but towards the women. Everyone says women are so emotional, but no one knows what it means. You know how I know that no one knows what it means? Because no one dives any deeper into why a woman is emotional. Also, I don't see women saying that she's just so emotional. In my personal experience, she says she's emotional after she's caused damage. But why isn't a woman saying that she's emotional beforehand? She must have a different expression, a different idea of what emotional means. And we're not tapping into it. And that is harming our relationships with women as men. So let's dive into it. Here at the Relationship Theory, I'm sure you know, I've said this before, emotions is energy. Energy is expression. So what are you expressing? That is the real question. When we say women are emotional, what are we saying? That women are energetic? Okay, that would be great. We love energy. I'm sure we love energy. What kind of energy is she giving off? If you're not asking the question of what kind of energy she's giving off and you're just passing her off by using the word emotional, you're not doing yourself justice, neither to the relationship or to who she truly is or to who you truly are. Men need to stop taking pride in the fact that they're not emotional. What's the pride in that? All you're saying is that you don't do anything that is notable for anybody to recognize. Are you trying to hide? We need to stop taking pride in the fact that we don't have much energy and we don't express ourselves the way that we really, really want to. Because this is the very thing that we have trouble with when it comes to becoming vulnerable. And that probably just triggered all the men immediately when I said that. Why would you want a man to be vulnerable? Now, before you jump down my throat, I need you to understand that vulnerability is not what we think it is. This is the same thing I talked about in my last videos where people hear the word emotional and they think you're flailing about like a child. This is not what I'm talking about when I say vulnerable either. What it really comes down to, everybody, is articulation. It really just comes down to it. We as human beings have the ability to spell out our universe. If you do not know how to use the words that come out from your mouth to describe the things that either happen to you, that you want, or that you can observe, you have not grown up yet. You are nowhere near emotional if you cannot just articulate those emotions. But I will give everyone credit. When you are saying emotional, I do understand that you're pointing out the abundance of movement that you can observe from someone, but your lack of an ability to ask questions is what's killing your relationships. You need to start asking questions. I have a post on my Instagram, you ought to follow it, that says questions preserve self-awareness. If you're not asking questions, you're losing your mind. Men need to get more emotional. Stop passing off your idea of what it means to be expressive off to a woman and then discounting all of her emotions because you said she's emotional. All you're doing is leaving her with a bunch of ideas, identities, personalities that are not even hers, that are most likely yours, and entrapping her with those concepts until she has to act them out in ways and express them in ways that she can't even articulate. But she's the emotional one. Guys are more logical. I understand what we're trying to say, that we think things through more, but what we need to understand is that logic is something that is available to both men and women. I think we've seen enough movies. I think we've seen enough women in prestigious jobs and in positions of high intellect and properly operating within the environment that she's in, enough to know that logic is not only limited to men, neither is it some sort of special quality whenever you find it in a woman. Maybe if you stop thinking that she's so emotional and you ask questions and you start actually being able to pay attention and wait for her and help her to articulate the emotions that are bubbling around in her, you might notice that logic is not limited to men. I have another post on the relationship theory that says that the logic is the thinking mind uninterrupted. So if you can think a clear thought without being interrupted, without articulating it, because this is just in your mind, then you have logic because you're able to think a thought through completely to the end of things before you move, before you express yourself, before you allow any emotion or energy to come out of you. This is, again, not limited to men. We get it that our environments are completely different. We get it that the things that we experience, both as men and women, don't allow for certain things because of the way that we look at society and the way that society looks at us. That is still up to us, though. That's not something that we have to allow people to imprint upon us as human beings, as individuals. You are what makes up society as an individual. And we have technology, so you're no longer trapped within culture and family and their systems before you get out into the big bad world. This is your world. It's what you make it. That's this episode of The Relationship Theory. I am your neurotypical empath. Enjoy your day.